handbrake. The handbrake, also known as the parking brake, is used to secure the car in place after you come to a stop. It is not used to slow the car down. To release the handbrake, you should lift it slightly and press the button in. Keep the button pressed and lower the lever all the way down and then let go. To apply the handbrake, press the button in, raise the handbrake until it resists, then release the button and let go of the lever. Not pressing the button in fully when putting on the handbrake may result in wearing of the ratchet mechanism, and it makes an awful noise. You should apply the handbrake if you are waiting at a junction, you have stopped on a hill, or you are leaving your car parked. If you are just pausing at a junction, it may not be necessary to apply the handbrake. If the pause becomes a wait, put on the handbrake. If the pause is uphill, you can also use the handbrake to ensure that you do not roll backwards when setting off. The gear stick. The gear stick, also known as the gear selector, is used to select the gear on a vehicle. You should ensure the gear stick is in the neutral position, not in gear, before you start the engine. Neutral is usually in the middle position, and the gear stick will freely move from left to right when it is in neutral. When the car is in neutral, there is no gear selected, so the engine can spin without moving the car forward, even when the clutch is up. The majority of modern cars will have 5 forward gears and 1 reverse gear. There are a few typical layouts of the gears, as you can see here. The one in the middle is the most common layout, and that is the type I will refer to when talking about changing gears. Use of the gear stick is covered in the changing gear section of this course. The steering wheel. You should hold the steering wheel in the 10 to 2 or quarter to 3 position. This refers to the hands on a clock, and it is the best position for your hands should you need to steer quickly. You should never put your hands through the spokes of the steering wheel, as this could make it very difficult to steer in an emergency. You should steer with both hands using the pull-push technique. The pull-push technique is a way of steering whilst maintaining maximum control of the steering wheel. You should pass the steering wheel from one hand to another, pulling and pushing the wheel up or down to turn the wheels. To turn left, pull down the steering wheel, gripping with the left hand, push up the steering wheel, gripping with the right hand. Your hands should meet at the top and the bottom of the steering wheel as you pass it from one hand to the other. You should avoid crossing your arms when steering, as crossing your arms could result in a loss of steering control. The pull-push steering technique is the best way to steer to ensure you have maximum control without crossing your arms. To turn right, you should pull down the steering wheel with your right hand and push up with your left hand. Again, you should pass your steering wheel from one hand to the other without crossing your arms. This technique is tricky initially, but after practicing you will feel comfortable with pull-push steering. You can try using a plate or a frisbee, if you have one, to practice at home. Or you could go to a quiet car park to practice in a friend or parent's car. Make sure you are insured to drive the car if you are practicing in it. The direction indicators. The indicators on most cars are controlled by a stick and are usually to the left of the steering wheel column. This stick is sometimes on the right of the steering wheel on a small number of cars. If the stick is on the left, you would move the stick down for a left signal and up for a right signal. You should always check the mirrors before you signal. Make sure it's safe to do whatever it is you're about to do before you signal to tell people that you're going to do it.